Sawubona, goeiedag. Hello, I'm Simone Kutzer, born and brought up in the Durban area, and today I'm going to share with you how I go about making a bunny chow. You can have a meat or veg version. My favorite is a beans curry. Uh, you can use any curry in a quarter loaf of white bread, and that is basically your bunny dish. Key ingredient for me is having a potato in it. So here are the ingredients I use: a half loaf of white bread, an onion, a potato, can of beans, or if you want chicken pieces, mutton pieces, any meat that you like in there. Garlic and ginger, doesn't really matter whether it's frozen, a paste, or freshly crushed. Any type of curry powder, and then a bit of masala, a bit of cumin, a bit of jeera, dhania or coriander powder. Fresh coriander added in at the end. Chopped tomatoes is an optional. If you oversalt, over curry anything, add in more tomatoes, and that will help balance it. Tomato paste to thicken, and salt for taste. I use a bit of oil just to cover the bottom of the pot, and then add in your onions and braise that. Key bit over here is to do it slowly, and as your onions soften, you can add in your garlic and your ginger. While this is happening, I parboil my potatoes. Others just chop it in and put the potatoes in, and it takes a little longer to cook, and it depends on the type of potatoes you use. I prefer to parboil, and I know that it was going to absorb the flavors that it needs to absorb quite well. Now add in your spices, your potatoes, a wee bit of salt. Let that cook for a wee bit, then add in your beans and tomato paste. Let that cook for another couple of minutes, and then add in your tomato. Let that cook for about 15 minutes on a low heat, and give it a taste and see if you feel it needs anything extra. If not, let it cook for another 5 minutes. If you do need to add anything, let it cook, add it, and then cook it for another 5 minutes or so. Make sure everything's nice and soft, and then let it stand for a bit. That should thicken it up, and you can reheat or keep it for the next day. I find sometimes the following day a curry tends to taste a wee bit better, and it has time to absorb all the flavors in it. If you are doing chicken, you make sure that you fry your chicken and it's cooked through, then add in all your spices and tomato paste and tomatoes as you're going in. This is the final stage of making your bunny chow. You cut a quarter loaf, you cut your bread into a quarter, and then you cut around the edge and dig out the white soft bits, making sure you've left the bottom, and add in your curry. And you can make a sambal salad, which is a chopped tomato and onion with chilies with it, or a carrot salad, which is my favorite, with fresh coriander, a dressing of salt, sugar, and lemon over it. Make sure you allow the carrots to absorb that for a wee bit. So it's good to make it and chill it in the fridge, and then you serve it alongside your bunny. You would traditionally eat this with your hands, but if you need to use utensils, there's no rule against doing that. And you are ready to enjoy your traditional Durban dish of a bunny chow. Happy Heritage Day.